أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another video of my channel, The True Religion. In today's video, I am going to discuss few things with you people about Wudhu, and I have decided 3 points for today's discussion. First of them, what is Wudhu? And the second one is the importance and virtues of Wudhu. And the last one is some compulsory, sunnah, desirable and undesirable acts of wudu, and also I will discuss some factors that break the wudu. Let's start from the first one. Wudu means ablution. It is a form of spiritual cleanliness. It is also a form of worship that Muslims partake in before offering salat, especially ensuring that he or she is spiritually clean before meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in salat. Ablution also cleanses spiritually from the sins that a person commits before performing it. I think you have understood very well. Let's move to another topic, and that is importance and virtues. In the importance of wudu, the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, no salat is acceptable without purification, and no sadaqah is acceptable from wealth earned by unfair means. Sadaqah means charity. So, in this context, wudu is inevitable for salat. In the virtues of wudu, there are bundles of ahadith, but I have picked just 2 of them, which are very motivational and appealing. In the first one, the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, my nation will be called on the day of resurrection by the name Ghurram Muhajjalin, due to the traces of ablution. Whoever among you who can lengthen his portion of radiance should do so. Sahih al-Bukhari. Ghurram Muhajjalin means implying that parts of their body will be glittering or radiant. In another hadith, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he who performed the wudu perfectly, his sins will depart from his body, even from under his nails. Sahih al-Muslim. Perfectly means according to Sunnah. Dear audience, as I told you before, the above discussed ahadiths are very motivational and appealing. Now let's move to the last topic, the last point of our today's video. And this point is some compulsory, sunnah, and desirable and undesirable acts of wudu. So I am going to start first of them, and that is some compulsory acts of wudu. There are 4 acts, those are compulsory in ablution. First of them is to wash the entire face from hairline till under the chin and from one earlobe to the other. Number 2 is to wash both hands up to and including the elbows. Number 3 is to do the masah of 1/4 of the head, and masah is to pass wet fingers over at least 1/4 of the head. Number 4 is to wash both feet up to and including the ankles. Sunnah acts of wudu. There are 11 acts which are sunnah in wudu. First of them, to make niyah. Niyah means intention. Number 2, to recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim when starting. Number 3, to wash both hands till the wrists thrice. Number 4, to rinse the mouth thrice. Number 5, to use miswak. Number 6, to rinse the nose thrice. Number 7, to wash the face thrice. Number 8, to make masah of the entire head and ears. Number 9, to make khilal of the beard by passing the fingers of the right hand through the beard, and khilal of fingers by entwining the fingers of both hands after washing them, and khilal of the toes by passing the small finger of the left hand between the toes. Number 10 is to wash continuously so that each organ is washed before the previous one dries. Number 11. To wash the organs of wudu in the prescribed sequence. First the face, then the hands, including the elbows, then masah of the head, and then the feet. One main point is that if the compulsory act is dropped out, the wuzu is not complete. But if a sunnat act is dropped out, the wuzu is complete, but the reward decreases. Desirable acts of wuzu. Number 1. To face the qibla when sitting. Number 2. To rub each part during wudu. Number 3. To drink the leftover water while standing. Number 4. To perform wudu without assistance. One more important point is, if a mustahab act is left out, the wudu is complete, but it will not entail the additional reward of a mustahab act. A mustahab act is lower in degree to a sunnah act. Undesirable acts of wudu. Number 1. To make wudu in an impure place. Number 2. To rinse the nose with the right hand. Number 3. To engage in worldly talk during wudu. Number 4. To make the wudu against the sunnah. Number 5. To splash water with great force. Factors that break the wudu. There are 9 factors. Number 1. Passing stool. Number 2. Passing urine. Number 3. Passing wind. Number 4. If blood comes out and flows. Number 5. If pus comes out and flows. Number 6. To vomit a mouthful. Number 7. Sleeping while lying down or leaning against something. Number 8. Becoming unconscious or intoxicated. And number 9. Laughing loudly in a salat comprising ruku and sajda. Dear audience, this is all for today, and I hope that the things I've discussed with you people are helpful, knowledgeable, interesting, and motivational. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all, and don't forget to include durood on the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in your daily routine. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.